Okay, so you can write your roll numbers. Right, so this is a tutorial session actually from yesterday, I guess, with effect from today, your timetable has been changed. So this would be the tutorial session. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes, audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, great. Right, so today we will go ahead with the first tutorial. Now there would be a question in mind in tutorial what we are going to do or what we are going to study. See, in in lectures we will see all the theoretical concept and whatever proof and analytical treatments etc. are there. We will study those in lectures along with whatever possible examples, right? So this tutorial session will help us to get more time and to do more practice on those concepts of electromagnetics, right? So with that intention, tutorial was introduced in your syllabus, right? So we will make use of those tutorial sessions to solve more and more number of examples. But before that, before starting this today's tutorial, I would like to do one activity if you are agree, right? So for that, let me open the board. And here I want every one of you to suggest me one word which we have already studied in electromagnetics in this subject. So I want every one of you to suggest me one word that you have heard during my lectures. For example, just to give you an idea, let me write the first word on the board. Here it will be. Just a minute. Let me change the color. Yeah. So let me write the first word which you might have heard, and it's curl. It's a curl. Now, I want every one of you to tell me one or two words that you might have heard in my lectures. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Do you got the activity what we are doing? Every one of you have to suggest one word, so that how many students are there right now? Let me check. Yeah, 34 students are there. That means we can get 34 words here, right? So help me to write those 34 words. I have written one, means 35 words would be there. No, you don't have to
Yes,
write
sir.
in chat box. I am not able to see the chat box. In fact, I prefer not to open the chat box. You unmute and tell me the words.
The gradient.
Gradient. Okay, great. So the word is gradient. Next. Now, I guess the activity is not so difficult. See, if you are able to turn on the mic, if you are able to turn on the mic, you will be able to tell the word. No, So I guess it's not that way difficult. Rather than typing in chat box, you can unmute and you can tell the word. Just a minute, just a minute. Yes, go ahead. Let us quickly do this activity so that we will get a little time to solve for tutorial. So rather I will write here itself, it's a tutorial number 1. Yes. Go ahead, please, quickly.
Vector.
Yes, vector. Correct. Anyone else?
Divergence.
Vector. Okay, great. Divergence. Okay, noted. Divergence. Anything else? Only 4 words you have heard in those 8 lectures. We have completed 8 lectures, no?
So coordinate system.
Coordinate system. Okay, great. Coordinate system. Next.
Dot product. Magnitude.
Dot product. Somebody said magnitude. Correct. Magnitude.
Unit vector.
Unit vector. Correct.
Cross product.
Cross product. Okay, great. Anything else?
Scalar.
Scalar. Okay, great.
Vector algebra.
Vector algebra. Okay, next.
Scalar.
Scalar is already written.
Del operator.
Great. Del operator. Del operator. Yes. Hello.
Line integer.
Okay, line integral.
Rectangular var.
Rectangular. What you said? Rectangular.
Rectangular var.
Rectangular var.
Spherical coordinate system.
Okay. Spherical coordinate system. Huh. Next.
Field theory.
Yes. Okay. Field theory. Great. Next.
Cylindrical coordinate system.
Cylindrical coordinate system. Great. Next.
Electromagnetic field.
Electromagnetic field. Okay. Next.
Cartesian.
Hmm? See, I have now I will help you to write down some of the words.
Density.
Yes.
Flux and density.
Okay. Flux. You have mentioned, and you have mentioned density. Okay. What else?
Spherical coordinate system.
Written. It is written. Spherical coordinate system is written.
Rectangular coordinate system.
Okay. A rectangular coordinate system.
Direction.
Direction. Okay. Next.
Differential length.
Differential length. Okay. What else?
Distance.
Hmm?
Distance.
Okay. Distance.
Surface and volume.
Surface integral and volume integral. Right? Huh. What else? If I help you, I have like started with the electrostatic and magnetostatic field.
Magnetic field, electric field.
Yes, that is what electrostatic and magnetostatic. Then charge. I talked about charge. I talked about current. Right. Then I guess I talked about field. Somebody said it, electromagnetic field. I discussed about this. Then vector scalar we have discussed. Then we have discussed about unit vector magnitude. Okay. Vector representation is done. Then after that, vector algebra, and vector algebra, dot product, cross product. Okay. Then unit vectors we have covered. Then del operator in that, curl, gradient, divergence is over.
So invariant.
Gradient, divergence, and curl. Yes.
Invariance.
Invariance is, I guess I have not discussed about the invariance, but you might have brought the concept from DSP. I hope. Okay. Now let me tell you the task. Now, what is the task? Every student will have to unmute and use the word, any one word, use any one word present on screen, present on screen. Present on screen, and make one correct sentence. Make one correct sentence and tell. followed by roll number, so that we will be able to identify who is remaining. Right, so I'm not going to identify, I'm not going to ask, I'm not going to take anybody's name here. But the thing is, every one of you have to get involved into this activity, and I hope you understand what you are going to do, what you have to do. We have written some of the words here on the board, and you have to use those words, any one word, and make one single sentence you have to prepare, which has to be correct, huh? And you have to tell it here, followed by your roll number. So that is going to be considered as your attendance for this tutorial session. Yes, go ahead and see what is going to happen. Let me tell you, the words by using which the sentence can be formed very easily, students pick up those words at first. So if you are shy, if you stay back, if you decide to do it later on, if you are thinking, "Okay, let us do it last," it is going to be difficult to make a sentence by using that word, because I am going to erase one word after every sentence. Yes. Hope you have understood the activity.
Okay, so should I start?
Hmm.
I'll pick density. Density of electrons is not constant.
Density of electron is not constant. Okay. Or you can write, you can say this like in the fashion like flux density or magnetic flux density, right? So it's a number of lines of force per unit area would define the density. So density vanished. Next. So your roll number?
9, sir.
9. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Gradient. The tail operates on scalar. It's
Okay.
called a gradient. Last result in vector quantity.
Gradient. Okay. Is a vector quantity. Your roll number?
21.
21. Okay. Great. Next.
Sir, vector direction does not
Roll
change.
number. Start with your roll number.
Roll number 20.
20. Word.
Vector direction does not change.
Vector direction does not change. Okay. You can make.
Sir,
Huh.
roll number 7. The vector object has both magnitude and direction.
Correct. So what are your roll numbers?
7.
Okay. 7 and 20.
Sir,
Sir,
dot product is called as scalar product.
No, you have to, you please start with your roll number. I'm getting confused.
Roll number is 80.
Roll number is 18.
80.
18. Okay. Which word you are choosing?
Dot product. Product is called as scalar product.
Dot product is called as a scalar product. Okay. You can talk more about the dot product, but still it's fine. Okay.
Sir,
Roll number 14.
Roll number 14. Okay. 14 you have first, then 5. 14.
The divergence.
Okay. Divergence. What do you want to say about divergence?
When Dale operate on vector quantity using dot product is called
Okay.
a divergence,
Okay.
and divergence always results in scalar quantity.
Okay. Got it. Next. Roll number 5.
Unit vector is a ratio of vector to the magnitude.
Okay. Great. It's a vector upon magnitude. Great.
Roll number 44, sir.
Roll number 44.
44.
Yes, tell me.
Scalar. Quantity requires only magnitude, not requires direction, is known as scalar quantity.
Okay, which require only magnitude, which do not require direction is called as a.
So 33.
Roll number?
33.
33. Yes, go ahead.
Sir,
Curl. Yes, tell us about
curl,
curl.
curl is defined as angular velocity at every point of the vector field.
Curl defines angular velocity at every point in a vector field. Okay, okay, not an issue. Next. Anyone else?
Sir, roll number 8.
Roll number 8. Okay, go ahead.
Vector algebra.
Roll number 8. Vector algebra. Yes, go ahead.
Algebra for which the elements involved may represent vectors, and the assumptions and rules are based on the behavior of vectors.
Okay, okay. You obtained this definition from internet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, next. Your roll number was 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Roll number 35.
Roll number 35. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, vector. A vector is a measurement that
Not understood. Your voice was not audible. It's clipping.
Okay, sir.
Roll number
What is meant by
35.
vector?
Vector is not there now. Where is, can you see vector somewhere? Vector is not available now. You have to choose different word.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Some network issues. What is meant by scalar? A scalar is a measurement that does not
Scalar,
change.
where you can find the scalar? Scalar is also not available now.
Okay, sir.
Only the words which you are able to see on the screen, those words you have to use.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Hey. क्या वर्षी से?
Fendel operates of vector using cross product.
कंपनी सांगा नाही दुसरं सिल्वर पिक सोडून MNC पाहिजे ना हां yes somebody was saying something roll number 35 your number cannot be written here. Yes.
Sir, roll number 11.
Roll number 11. Yes, go ahead.
Fendel operates of vector using cross product.
Okay. When del operates on?
Fendel operates of vector using cross product.
Huh.
Cross product, sir.
Okay. When del operates on a vector quantity using cross product, we call it as a curl. Okay. Del operator word you have used. Yes. Next.
So roll number 13. Surface and volume are line integral two types.
See, now the difficulty is getting increased. Difficult words are remaining on the screen, and those who are shy, those students are still remaining. Still, I appeal, if you know the meaning, if you know the sentence for any word, you can grab it immediately and tell us the meaning, tell us the sentence. Later on, it is going to be difficult. Yes, roll number 13. You said something which is not relevant.
Sir, roll number 35.
Roll number?
35.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, charge is a wave amplitude at the given distance. It can be expressed as at energy.
Charge is a? Can you repeat?
Charge is a wave amplitude at a given distance. It can be expressed as energy.
It can be expressed as energy. Okay. Okay.
So roll number
Some
51.
information from internet we are getting now.
Sir, roll number 31.
Okay, just a minute. Before you, I guess roll number 35 has answered. Now next is
51, sir. Roll number 51.
51. And after 51, some student.
Dale operator. Sir,
Okay.
can I?
Yes, go ahead.
Dale operator is denoted
Where you
by
can
the.
find del operator now?
सर आता तुम्ही एरियाज केलं का इथं खाली होता.
होता मान्य पण सांगितलं ना त्याने.
Okay, I will try to next quantity. No problem.
Sir, 31.
Yes, 31.
Sir, cross product is a vector quantity.
31. Cross product is a
Vector quantity.
cross product is a vector quantity.
Means cross product of two vectors is a vector quantity.
Two vectors is a vector quantity. Okay, good, great.
Roll number 15, sir.
Roll number
15.
15. Okay.
Current. The current flow of electric charge.
Current is a flow of electric charge. Okay, fine, great. Next.
Sir, roll number 35, field.
Roll number 35, field.
An electromagnetic field is a classical field produced by acceleration electrical charge.
You are talking about this field?
Yes, sir. An electromagnetic field is a classical field produced by accelerating electrical charge.
Okay, again, we got another answer from internet. Okay, that's fine. Next, who is remaining? Only those are present here in the tutorial.
Sir, distance.
Roll number
51.
51. Okay, go ahead about distance.
Distance is nothing but the magnitude, and distance is it is a magnitude between the initial point and the final point. Sir.
Okay, okay. Next.
Sir, roll number 22.
Roll number 22. Yes, go ahead.
A line integral is an integral where the function to be integrated is evaluated along the curve.
Is evaluated along the
Curve.
Okay. Next roll number. Next. See, it's very easy task. Yes, go ahead.
Flux, quantity of a charge present in a unit area.
Okay, fine, great. Your roll number?
20.
20 you have already answered, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why let others use the word, no? Easy words. Easy words should be left available so that others can use it. Next.
Sir, roll number 30.
30.
Used to add the surface integral is used to add bunch of value with the point on the surface.
Okay.
Sir, again 51 about the magnitude. Sir,
51 you have said something, no?
Yes. Sir, it is, I have said about distance, and it is same about the magnitude. Magnitude is the quantity that is related to the distance. Same, sir.
Okay. Okay. Still let it be there. Others can use magnitude word. Anyone else?
Sir, my name is 13. तुम्ही 30 केलाय.
Your roll number, not name. Your roll number is it's 13, right? 13.
Yes, sir.
Next. Still 12, 13 words are there. And how many roll numbers? Exactly. 12 students. 12 students. You have 13 words. No, if it's 31, okay. Now it's 13 students, 13 words. And I have accepted some of the answers from internet also. I have accepted answers from internet also. So 13 students are remaining because 32 students are present in this meeting. And 18 have already answered. That means 13 students and 13 words are available.
Sir, roll
Yes.
number 19.
Roll number
19.
19. 19. Yes, go ahead.
Electromagnetic field. An electromagnetic field is an electric and a magnetic force.
At least I hope all of you at least search on the internet so as to give correct answer. Yes, next.
Sir, 51. Magnetostatic. Magnetostatic.
51?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Magnetostatic is the quantity that deals with the study of the magnetic field.
Okay.
And in for magnetostatic, the current are steady.
Okay.
And it is the magnetic analog of charges.
Okay, great.
And whereas charges are stable.
Okay, let me extend this concept and let me tell you those two words, electrostatic and electromagnetic. See, these two are the kind of fields produced, right? So
Yes,
electrostatic, when we say electrostatic, this electrostatic field is produced by a stationary charge. It is produced by a stationary charge. Right.
Yes,
so if
sir.
you observe this kind of lines of electric field intensity, you will find these are like this. Right. Depending upon the charge polarity, it may be radially moving outward or it would be radially moving inward, depending upon the polarity on the charge. Right. So these are lines of force. We call them as electric field. And this field which is produced by a stationary charge, that's why it is called as the electrostatic field. But in case of magnetostatic field, it is produced by a moving, or you can say uniformly moving charges. Or when we say charges are moving, that means we are saying current is flowing, right? So what do you mean by current? Current is nothing but flow of charge, right? So if the charges are flowing, let's say through this line, through this wire, if the charges are flowing with a uniform velocity, uniform speed, then in that case we will call it as a steady current. It is called as a steady current. And because of this steady current, there would be a setup of magnetic field. There would set up a magnetic field. We call it as a magnetostatic field, right? So what is the difference between electrostatic field and magnetostatic field? Electrostatic field is produced by stationary charges, and magnetostatic field is produced by steady current. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir. Now clear.
Yes. Right. So, yes, go ahead. Those who are remaining.
27.
Roll number 27. Yes, please.
A coordinate system. Coordinate systems are used to describe the position of an object in space.
Correct. Very nice. Coordinate system. Where it was? Yes, here it is. Yes, next please.
हे सगळंच घ्यायचं सगळंच
Somebody is on unmute and not able to
थोडं
answer. Who is this? Ram Vijay Gadge. Yes, please. Your attendance will not be marked until you prepare one sentence on those words. Very few words are remaining on the board now. Okay, fine. Let me take this opportunity and let me explain all the remaining words. See, this magnitudes, right? So magnitude means somebody like roll number 51, I guess. He elaborated this very nicely. He compared distance and magnitude, and he said it's just a distance from starting point to end point, and that is nothing but the magnitude, right? So yes, it's correct. It's a magnitude, whatever distance, whatever value that you have between those 2 points is called as a magnitude. Then field theory, right? So field, I already told you, field is nothing but area under influence. If I'm talking about this point charge, and if I'm having those lines of force like this, right? If these are the lines of force are there, then this is nothing but your field, right? Then we have a theory. Theory is nothing but like a basic fundamental things. Then we have a cylindrical coordinate system, right? So in cylindrical coordinate system, you can use a kind of cylindrical structure to represent a point in the form of r, phi, and z, right? So any point you can represent with r, phi, and z. Then you have a flux, right? So flux is nothing but number of lines of force. Flux is nothing but lines of force, right? So this is what the flux is. We will have a detailed discussion on flux also. Rectangular coordinate system is a kind of system in which the point is represented with x, y, and z coefficients. X, y, z coordinates. Then we have a direction. Direction is nothing but, let's say, if you are having a vector, right? and you want to find the direction of that vector. So at this point you have called as a unit vector. Let's say a bar. If this is vector a bar, you have unit vector a bar a. So this unit vector a bar a will be the direction. Now if you ask me what is the direction, you will simply say that the orientation. In which direction it is oriented, right? It is described by this orientation, right? So it will have basically three components: a bar x, a bar y, a bar z. So all those three components togetherly represent the final unit vector a bar a. That is direction, right? So this is what the direction is. Then we have, yes, rectangular system.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Should I make one more sentence with direction word?
Yes, please.
Direction is nothing but a path which we give to the object to move in a certain direction, and in magnetics, charge is perpendicular to the direction of motion.
Correct. Absolutely fine. Yeah. So a more precise definition you have said, it simply gives the direction in which it's going to move, right? So next is differential length, right? So can someone prepare a sentence on this differential length? Differential length, or you can say infinitesimal length, a small section of length which is to be considered to obtain a net effect. You can consider that as a differential length. Then you have a surface integral, right? Surface integral is used to obtain the density of, let's say, flux across that surface. And volume integral is used to obtain the total power flowing out from that volume. So these are some of the sentences which you can create out of these words, right? So that way, if you encourage, if you allow to do so, in every tutorial we will have such kind of activity in which we will be taking some of the words which we study during the lectures, and then we will have a discussion on those words, so that at least kind of this is if you check overall, this activity will help you a lot in online examination. Is it so? Will it be helping in online examination? परत एकदा विचारतो, ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी ऑनलाईन एक्झामिनेशन साठी हेल्पफुल असेल का?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will help to identify the words, sentences, and questions.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So that was what I wanted to know from your side, because see, almost all the word that we have discussed, that we have studied in that week, we are listing it on the board, and we are trying to understand basic concept with reference to one sentence behind that word, right? So every week we will, I guess we will go for this kind of tutorial, right? You just forget about this. This is just simply a kind of warning, like those who will tell the answer, only those students will be marked as attendance. No, not like that. I want everyone to get participated. I never want you to get into the list of defaulters. Even though if you are attending the class, I never want you to be in defaulter. So don't worry about the attendance, but I want every one of you to be participating in this kind of activities. Okay. So let us go for attendance now, actually. Vijay Bhosle, why your roll number is like 232? Yes, roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll number 10 is absent. 11 is present. Roll number 12. 17, roll number 17. 24, roll number 24. 29, roll number 29. 32, I guess Vijay is there. $38, 39, 40, 41, 43, 44, sorry, 43, 44 is present. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 50 is present. Okay, fine. 51 is also present. Okay, so with this, how much time it is? Okay, so I have one example for you. You please take a note of this example, and I want every one of you to solve that example in tutorial 1. I hope you are noting it down. Yes, go ahead. Two vectors. Write down the problem. Two vectors, comma, a bar is equal to 2 a bar x. When I say a bar x, it's unit vector, right? So a bar is equal to 2 a bar x. Let me write. A bar is equal to 2 a bar x plus 2 a bar y plus 0 a bar z, 0 a bar z. And second vector, that is b bar, it is equal to 3 a bar x plus 4 a bar y, 4 a bar y minus 2 a bar z, 2 a bar z. Find a bar cross b bar. Find a bar cross b bar. Number 2, show that a bar cross b bar is perpendicular to a bar. Show that a bar cross b bar is perpendicular to a bar. So this is the homework, you can say, or if you want, you can solve it and you can tell me the answer for verification. This example has been asked in university examinations, so I have given you. It was asked for 6 marks. Okay, so what we will do is we will solve this example in next lecture to begin with. But this example, I want you to write the answer for this example, and that would be considered as your tutorial number 1. So I want every one of you to solve this on one page, and at the end of semester, I will ask you to provide a scan copy of that page on a Google link, right? So there would be 8 links, right? So you have to upload your 8 scan copies on those 8 links, right? So answer of this is expected to be uploaded on that. So I hope it's clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you are allowed to leave the meeting.